As we embark on 2023, there are several initiatives that will be a focus, including a particular emphasis on crisis services. As many of you know, 988 launched nationally on July 16th last year. A planning committee for Mississippi has worked for almost 2 years to create a solid roadmap for the implementation of 988, which is the 3-number call system for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which serves as a behavioral health crisis line. Enhancing our state's crisis system and bringing awareness to 988 will help bring hope to hundreds of thousands of our citizens and neighbors and further our mission for people to be served in their local communities. Lifeline studies have shown that after speaking with a trained 988 crisis counselor, most callers are significantly more likely to feel less depressed, less suicidal, less overwhelmed, and more hopeful. In Mississippi, we are proud to have one of the highest in-state answer rates for 988 in the nation. By calling or texting 988 or by chatting via the Lifeline website, anyone who is having thoughts of suicide or who may be experiencing a mental health, emotional, or substance abuse crisis will be connected to compassionate, accessible care. 988 is also available for anyone concerned about a loved one who may need crisis support. Helping to prevent a crisis is also a priority at DMH, and we want to focus on evidence-based and best practices that have proven to be effective and have established clear outcomes to show how these services are making a difference. I'll give you just one example. 10 years ago, our state did not have intensive community services, such as programs of assertive community treatment, or what we call PAC teams, intensive community outreach and recovery teams, or what we call ICOR teams, and intensive community support specialists. But now we have at least one of these 3 services in all 82 counties of Mississippi. In FY22, 1,370 Mississippians received PACT or ICOR services, which are designed for people who've had multiple hospitalizations because of their mental illness. Out of the more than 1,370 people who received those services, less than 70 had to be readmitted to a state hospital. Another 1,000 people received intensive community support services, with 79 having to be readmitted to a hospital. This is a phenomenal outcome because these services are wrapped around a person to help prevent a crisis. Faith and community leaders are often the first point of contact for so many families when they do have a crisis or a traumatic event. People turn to their faith leaders many times before they'll turn to any kind of mental health professional. And those who have lived with mental illness and substance use disorders tell us all the time about the importance that their faith plays in their continued recovery. For African American communities, the role of the faith community is even more impactful. This is why we want to provide the training and the support to help our faith leaders. We want to make sure that you know what resources are available, where those resources are available, and then how to connect someone to help. At DMH, our guiding word is hope. Individuals and families experiencing mental illness and substance use disorders need to know that hope is available, and it is available in Mississippi. You provide hope in your role as a faith leader, and you can provide even more hope by helping connect people to behavioral health resources when they are needed. Hope that things can get better can drive Mississippians to seek help they may desperately need. The past few years have been difficult. it's more important than ever to focus on our health. Let's remember that our health includes our mental health, and get help when we need it. And maybe most importantly, encourage others to do the same. As Christopher Reeve once said, once you choose hope, anything is possible. You all have chosen to take the time to learn more ways to create hope through awareness, through education, and through empowerment. Because of that choice, I know there are great things ahead for our state and for our citizens as we all work to help others choose hope.